How familiar were you with James Winston when he was in the state? You know, when you guys recruited?
Yeah, I was pretty familiar. I recruited him. Got him and his family, and so we know each other pretty well.
How about him as a player, as a quarterback?
Well, he's phenomenal. There's no doubt. He's good within his system, but when things break down, he's very good. He's strong. He's got that baseball arm. I mean, the ball can get there in a hurry from a long distance.
Gus,
He turns to his feet.
Gus, how important was it for you when you were building your staff to get a guy like Damien and bring him in from a Florida State where he had connection with Jim Butler and some of those kind of guys?
Well, I mean, he's a very good coach. Very good coach. Loves Auburn. Those were two important factors to me, and he's done an excellent job for us this year.
In 2010, you guys spent a lot of time in ball practice, conditioning, and getting ready for Oregon. More on defense, I guess, but is that going to be a big emphasis?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Anytime you have a 30-day window that you're off, I mean, one of the big things is staying in shape. And that's one of our big advantages, that we're in great shape. And we got to continue to do that. Coach Russell has a very good plan that he feels good about. And so that'll be a big factor.
I know Lashley mentioned last week in Little Rock just that you have this layoff for an offense that usually hurts the offense more than the defense. How do you, you saw it in 2010, obviously. What do you remember from 2010 that maybe led to the low scoring? Was it Oregon's defense? What was?
Well, I think both defenses were prepared. I think that's one thing. Both defenses were good. The second thing is, the first quarter did take each group to kind of get going. So hopefully, we can learn from that experience and get off to a faster start.
What are some of the other things you think you might be able to pick out from 2010 to prepare your team?
Probably the routine part of when to turn it on, and as far as when to go specific with the game plan, and focus on yourself. I think that's important. You got to continue to get better, and that's been our MO all year, and that's what I told them today. It's about getting better. So there's a balance.
So hard not to play the game on December 16th. In their minds, they're ready to play this.
It's probably more for the coaches' challenge than it is the players.
Gus, have you caught yourself at all this season in like deja vu moments, where you're like, wow, this happened, or in 2010, the few years?
This season's been so unique. I don't know if there's been too many of those deja vu moments. These have been very unique in their own way.
Gus, you said last week, I think on one of the conference calls, that you felt that at this point the offense is installed. What you have is what you've got. But with this much of a layoff, do you look to install some more and do some things that maybe weren't there previously?
Well, we've been working our offense, and we hadn't used all of it at times. We've been able to run the football effectively, but you always got to be prepared that if they take away something, you've got to have an answer. So that's kind of what I mean by our offense. We'll continue to try to get better at the different things that we need to, and always call them what ifs. We've got to be able to have an answer if they take something away.
Is this your first chance with Nick to kind of go through more of a spring-like atmosphere, that kind of thing?
This is the first time, other than the 2 off weeks, that we're able to just really focus on some little things that I know Coach Lashley and him are working extremely hard on.
How pleased were you with the way he's developed the passer over the course of the season?
Yeah, I think he's gotten more comfortable. He has a big-time arm, and the more comfortable he gets, the better we'll be at executing the passing game.
How much better is his decision-making gotten because his turnovers have gone down considerably?
Yeah, very. He's doing a great job of decision-making. We just got to give him a hold of the ball. That's the biggest thing from the last game. We got to protect that football better than we did.
Guess you mentioned the 2 bye weeks that you've had. I know last time we got to speak with you here, you mentioned that first bye week was, you guys saying you need to kind of run more zone reads. What was maybe the second one more focused on when you guys had it?
Alabama.
Basically more?
Coach, I believe there's 4 coaches on the Florida State staff that work under Nick Saban, including Jimbo Fisher. Do you see any similarities between what they're building in Florida State and what he's done in Alabama?
You see schematically similarities.
Any differences?
There's some differences, but you do see similarities too.
Because the officiating crew for the game was announced today from the Big Ten. Obviously, that's a conference that, other than maybe Ohio State, doesn't have as many tempo offenses. Is that something that as you plan, when you meet with the officials ahead of time, that you'll just mention, obviously, that you are a much more up-tempo offense than they're used to, Brad?
Yeah, I'm gonna bet they know that too.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.